Most people lose money in the stock market not because it's hard, but because they overcomplicate it. After spending more than 20 years in the stock market, I realized one simple truth. Making money in the market is not difficult. People think you need perfect timing, special knowledge, or insider information. They think you need to sit in front of screens all day, track charts, and predict every move. But the truth is, you don't. In fact, the more complicated you make investing, the more likely you are to fail. And the people who make money are usually the ones who keep things simple, who stay disciplined, and who stay patient. If you understand these simple rules, you will never have to worry about when to buy, what to buy, or whether the market will crash. In today's video, I'm going to share the exact formula I personally follow, the same principles I've used over the last 20 years to build wealth in the market. And let me be very clear, this is not a shortcut, this is not a hack, and this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is reality. The most common question I get asked is this a good time to invest? People ask this when markets are at all-time highs. They ask this when markets crash. They ask this when news is negative, and they ask this when news is positive. And my answer is always the same. It is always a good time to buy. But there is one condition, and this condition is the difference between success and failure. I always ask, what is your time horizon? Because making money in the short term is extremely difficult. If you are thinking in days, you are gambling. If you are thinking in weeks, you are still gambling. If you are thinking in months, you may feel like you're investing, but you're still exposed to randomness. But if you're thinking in years, now you're investing. And if you're thinking in decades, now you are building wealth. To understand short-term markets, imagine a drunk person walking on the road. He takes one step forward, then suddenly one step back, then he moves left. Can you predict where he will go next? You can't. That's exactly how markets behave in the short term. They move based on news, rumors, fear, greed, and global events. Completely unpredictable. But now imagine that same person walking for 5 hours. He may zigzag, but over time, he will move forward. That's the market. Short term is noise, long term is growth. And when I say long term, I mean at least 7 to 10 years. If trading is not your full-time job, if you are not spending 8 to 10 hours every day tracking markets, you should not be doing short-term trading because you're competing with professionals, institutions, and algorithms, and they have more information, more speed, and more experience. Most people enter the market thinking, I want to double my money quickly. They hear stories, they see screenshots, they get influenced, and they jump in. That is the biggest mistake, because when you chase quick money, you take high risk, and high risk leads to losses. Let's talk reality. If you can consistently earn 16% to 20% per year, you're already doing extremely well. Most professionals struggle to achieve this consistently, but people ignore this. They want 50% to 100% returns, quick money, and in chasing those returns, they lose even the chance to earn steady returns. Look at history. Every major crisis felt like the end of the world. COVID, the 2008 financial crisis, the dot-com bubble. But what happened after that? Markets recovered and went higher, and those who stayed invested made money, almost all of them. Now, the second rule, and this is where everything begins. If you earn 100 rupees, invest 10 rupees every single month and live on the remaining 90 rupees. This is not optional. This is discipline. You do it every month, no matter what. Market up or down, you still invest. Think of it like paying rent. You never miss rent. Treat your investment the same way. This money is not for today. This is for your future. This is what will give you financial freedom. And financial freedom means you don't depend on money to make life decisions. You choose your life instead of reacting to it. But here's the most important part. Never invest money that you cannot afford to lose. If you invest emergency money, you will panic, and panic destroys wealth. Now, the big question, what do you do when the market falls? Because this is where most people make mistakes. When markets go up, everyone feels confident. But when markets fall, fear takes over. Instead of buying, people stop investing, or worse, they sell. And that is how wealth gets destroyed. Here's what I personally do. If the market falls 10%, I invest 1 extra month. If it falls 20%, I invest 2 extra months. If it falls 30%, I invest 3 extra months, and so on till 50%. where I invest 5 extra months. This keeps the strategy simple and easy to follow. You don't need to remember too many numbers, you just follow the trend as the market moves. Now here's the most important part. Even in the worst case scenarios in history, markets like the Sensex, Nifty, and S&P 500 do not fall more than around 60% to 65%. Look at any crisis. COVID, the 2008 global financial crisis, the dot-com bubble, or the Harshad Mehta scam. Markets fall, but they don't disappear. They recover and they go higher. So even if you keep investing till a 50% fall, the maximum extra investment you've made is just 15 months. And once you've done that, you can relax. You can stop investing for the next 15 months. Why? Because every extra month you invested gives you the right to pause for the same duration if the market starts going up. So the rule is simple. If markets fall, you invest more. If markets rise, you do not stop your regular monthly investments. You continue your monthly investments as usual. Let me explain. If you added, say, 5 extra months during the market decline, that means you have already pre-invested your next 5 months. So when the market starts going up, you stop investing completely for the next 5 months. No new money goes in during this period. Then from the 6th month onwards, you resume your normal monthly investments. And remember, when I say market, I mean broad indices like the Sensex, Nifty, S&P 500, or NASDAQ. These are your indicators of where the market is. This keeps the strategy simple, structured, and easy to follow. But there is one rule you must never break. Stay away from leverage. Leverage is a double-edged sword. When markets go in your favor, it can make you a lot of money. But when markets fall, it can wipe out your entire account. And once your account is wiped out, you are out of the game. You cannot invest, you cannot average, you cannot take advantage of the sale. You miss the biggest opportunity. That is why leverage destroys people, not market crashes. If you invest in diversified funds, if you use indices as your guide, if you follow a structured approach, if you average when markets fall, and most importantly, if you stay away from leverage, then no matter how big the crash is, you will survive. And if you survive, you will make money. Now comes the most powerful concept, compounding. This is where everything changes. Imagine someone in their 20s invest 5,000 rupees every month at 16% per annum. Most people think 5,000 rupees is too small, but that thinking is the reason most people never build wealth. After 7 years, it becomes 7 lakhs rupees. After 10 years, it becomes 14 lakh rupees. It still feels slow and most people quit here. But after 20 years, it becomes 74 lakh rupees. And after 40 years, that 5,000 rupees per month becomes around 15 crore rupees. Did you invest more? No, you just stayed consistent and gave it time. Compounding is like a snowball. It starts small, but with time it grows and then it explodes. The first 10 years test you, the next 10 build momentum, and the last 20 create wealth. Money doesn't grow because you invest more. Money grows because you stay invested longer. Now you might be thinking, how do I get 16% returns? I've already made a detailed video where I've shared mutual funds that have delivered around 16% over the last 20 years. If you want to know exactly how to achieve that, watch that video. You cannot predict tops and bottoms. Trying to be perfect will make you poor. Being consistent will make you rich. If you found this useful, like, share, and subscribe. And remember, you don't need more money, you need more time. Start early, stay consistent, and financial freedom becomes inevitable. Past returns do not guarantee future performance. Always do your own research and speak to a licensed professional before making investment decisions.